Yeah, welcome back to the mighty Reggies podcast. You're here with three blokes who could have been anything, decided to have fun instead. Groper Tommy Jace back on your speakers. We got cricket, golf, boxing, F1, Premier League soccer, AFLW, AFL draft, NRL trade rumours. The Jericho Cup is this Sunday. Group 1 racing in the West, as well as the prestigious Zipping Classic at, I've written Sandown, but it's definitely at Caulfield this Saturday. We're actually absolutely stacked again this week. But first things first, I just want to thank everyone who bought a baggy Reg last week. Thank you, you bunch of fucking Reggies. The support's unreal. And what did I tell you? I fucking hinted it for weeks that we overloaded on Reggies. Everyone who messaged me, I was trying to drop hints that we had shitloads, and I did not lie. No, I did not. There's still heaps there, so send your mates that way. Spread the word. They'll be up there for sale until they're gone now. So all summer, whoever wants one fucking gets one.
Yeah, it was good to see that every legend who wanted one did get one.
That's right. That's how we do it here at the Reggies. You want one, you get one. Not like these
other
legends
got more than just one, all right, as well. Boys were stocking up.
Just cuts me off at the punchline. Straight up.
Sorry, mate. Your show, you go.
No, I just was going to say, not like these other shows that always let their audience down by running out of hats.
Yeah. You know? We've actually just found a room in Gladstone big enough to do it, so I think the next one should be good. But we'll see.
Yes, we will. Well, it'll be while we're recording, won't it?
Yeah, I'll check in the punting segment and just watch a bit of print happen.
The print.
What's the time now, actually? It's 5:15, so it's 6:15 in New South Wales, so there'd be a heap of units on there now going, what's going on at work?
Yeah. But no, honestly, guys, fucking can't thank you enough. The support that you show to get out of your hard-earned, dip into your pockets and give it to us. Like we said, cool things fucking happening. If it's not the next show that you will see the new set, it will be the fucking one after because we're pretty much primed and ready.
Yeah.
Bloody oath. It's so close to being finished. We got one more thing that needs doing, and then we'll be live in the new studio. I'm so pumped to show you. We've put a lot of work into this after work and on weekends and stuff, and basically, yous have built it. Because by supporting us, yous have built the studio. So brings a fucking tear to me eye. It does.
Beautiful stuff.
You're just too tough to cry. That's why you're not.
Yeah.
But if you weren't too tough to cry, you'd be fucking crying right now.
Yeah, I love all the Reggies.
Fucking
We all do.
Scotty Claridge, Memorial Day on Friday, boys. That was
Ripper of a day.
Mine and Tommy's first one, and I think safe to say we were both blown away by the day. How fucking good was it? It's,
man.
Every year gets bigger and better as well.
Yeah.
I love it. Look forward to it.
I reckon just straight off the bat, I said this out there on Friday, what a bloke he must have been for like his friends and family to have a Memorial Golf Day in his name every year. Like that was the 7th annual. It's not like it's just a fresh thing. And the amount of sponsorship money and time and effort that goes into the day is massive. And I just think to myself, fuck me, if I hope when I pass on someday, that I have, at least one or two people that have a beer for me.
Well,
Not
mate,
let alone a whole day put on by all his, close friends and
you
family.
hit the nail on the head. It's a reflection of the bloke he was.
Well, mate, I reckon you'll probably have a G1G Stakes. A Group 1 race named after you. Like, if you keep going on this trajectory that you're on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thank you. Nah, just you two to have one beer once a year would be good.
Yeah. No,
We can do that,
We
mate.
can do that. But no, you're right, mate. And every single person there was in good spirits, and that's what, Anthony was saying at the start of the day, that it's about fucking mateship, bringing everyone together, yipping and yahooing.
Fucking yipping and yahooing, all right.
Every hole you were on, you heard someone else just yapping, and the next one jumping around, cuddling. Like, that's what those sort of days are all about. And fucking, I will definitely be there every year if there's a spot.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
fuck yeah. It was awesome. I absolutely loved it. And like you say, as soon as you got there, she was 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. was happy hour.
It's dangerous, isn't it?
How Reggie is that?
Yeah.
Oh, so
You
good.
just snag on bread and just fit in as many beers as you can.
Yeah.
Loosen up a bit before the first tee.
It was like we were on, I think it was hole number 8 on the green, and the tee off to hole 9 was sort of over there a bit. and I'm pretty sure we were playing with. Who was the guy on the mic at the end? Was that Anthony?
That was Anthony
Yeah.
Courage, yep.
So
Scotty's brother.
we played with his son. He was in our group, and
Nah, it would have
No, that
been
was Connor.
Stewie's
Yeah.
son,
sorry,
Connor.
so
In the
his
family,
uncle.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
family. Sorry. Anyway, he yells out, "How you going?" And we're like, "Yeah, not too bad." And he just goes, "Come over and have a shot of rum." And I was just like,
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah.
He was
Fucking Rippin
crack
every
up
day.
man on the mic at the
Oh,
end. Fuck, he was
I
funny.
reckon if he's not, he would be mates with your fucking old boy.
Oh yeah,
Seeing him up in that mic was like him and Keto would love it.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
Fuck, he was gold.
There
man.
Great day for a
plenty
great
There was
bloke.
plenty of old legends like that too.
Yeah.
Just the old school boys
Lots
used
of
to
old
play
battlers.
footy together, just fucking,
Yeah. I actually got a quick little Reggie yarn. Pedro always talks about it, and it's to do with Scotty as well, and a lot of those boys that were there. They used to have a cricket team in town, the Glen.
Yeah.
All Glen boys. My whole family were Glen boys. Anyway, so
They're like the
they're-
cricket fish.
I'd say you're
The fish of cricket.
Anyway, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Their motto that Pedro lives by is that they were a bunch of A-grade skill players just playing Reggies. They had 4 years. They played Reggies, went 4 years undefeated. And they would all just show up, carve up, rip into the beers and whip her on Sunday mornings. And go out there and just slog and fucking have the best time, eh? I was like 4 or 5 years old, so now I'm starting to hear more of these yarns and seeing all those boys there on Friday.
Yeah.
And it's actually that prime.
No
Like,
wonder they were undefeated, steaming
Yeah.
in off the fucking long
Off the
run.
whip.
and
whipping 'em
Pedro
off
and
the
Scotty
toes.
were the openers as well, so they were first to fucking rip in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Plenty of energy in the field.
Oh, yeah. Just a nice casual Sunday morning cricket.
oh, that's
But
fucking
yeah, so
great.
I come from great Reggie blood.
Fuck yeah.
That's
Fuck,
beautiful.
that's gold. We went all right, Tom. We ended up 4 under. Pantsed Jace's team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Just
think-
left them in the wake.
Heavily carried by you, but I mean, we played
I
our
don't know
part,
about
me
that.
and Jack.
Yeah,
It was,
no, he's went well.
the old boy upgraded his clubs, and I got his old clubs,
Oh.
and I've been using these ones I won in a raffle, do the job. But the old boys put a fair bit of effort into like changing the grips up and a few things like that, and they were actually really nice to use. And finally, the first time in my life, just hit drives down the fairway
Yeah,
for most
nice.
of the 18.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Prime.
I don't have a driver because it's in 2 bits. So I usually don't use one. I just hit my 3-wood off the tee, but I thought, fuck this. It's a 3-man Ambrose. So every time Tom put one down the middle, I said, give us the driver.
Yeah.
Fucking, I may as well because you're in the middle. And fucking, I love that thing, eh?
The one that
I was
you
just
hit.
ripping.
What is it?
It's a Cobra F9 or something.
Ooh,
It's
nice.
fucking nice, man.
Cobra
So
drive's good.
forgiving.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Groper hit this one. He won the longest drive on that one hole.
He did.
And mate, that fucking drive was huge.
It was,
And-
it was
and
massive.
At least
like,
300.
what is it? It's a draw, right?
It's a dog leg left, a little bit left. It's not huge.
And
It's a
this
little
cunt
draw.
dead set like hit it perfectly and just sailed.
little
And we
baby
just
draw.
went, are you kidding? Like that, yeah.
And the
Yeah,
best
good.
part about that is because it was a 3-man Ambrose. I think Jack went first. He went no good. So I had my 4-iron in my hand to tee off with it. And then I went, I'll watch Tom. He puts his drive down the middle. So I put the 4-iron away
Yeah.
and just ripped this
He can
thing.
let loose.
So I just went, that's all you, Tom, because otherwise I was hitting a 4-iron.
Yeah. Just let loose when someone hits a
And-
shot that's playable.
The first 3 or 4 holes, I think it might have been the first 3, we didn't realise we were playing off the front tees. So we were playing off the back tees, and I won the longest drive by fucking miles, and I was off the back tees. So that was my little dig at everyone going, you fucking pussies.
It was pretty good.
I hit that off the back tees and still smoked us.
Shot of the day for me was Jackie Taylor on one of the
Oh, the
holes.
chip in.
Yeah, the chip in, mate. He was
Unreal.
absolutely trouting too. We're all watching him, and he goes, I've seen this on TV heaps of times. I'm just going to bounce it off the hill there and just dribble it round in. And we're going, fuck off. And he's going, shut up and watch. And how far off the hole do you actually think he was, no Mayo?
What do you mean?
Like, how
Oh,
far away from the
pin.
hole?
Oh, it was like probably 15 paces from the edge of the green.
And
then
a hill in
another-
front of him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was just a carry on him trouting off, and then dead set.
He had to land this thing basically on top of the hill, which wasn't the green yet, and let it dribble onto the green, and it just did exactly
And
that.
mate, I've never seen 6 blokes who just met each other sort of thing just fucking carry on and jump and scream and fucking. That's what it's all about. Like,
Yeah,
it was
fucking
great
oath.
It
stuff.
was great. And that hole, that was that funny because you went in the piss, Jack went in the piss. I snap hooked my drive onto the fucking next hole. So we had to take mine. And what happened? I hit this 5-iron or something over
Yeah.
the trees and it ended up in front of the green. It's a par 4. We're going, no, we need a good chip and a putt here to just get away with par and then move on and end up with birdie.
Yeah, it
You
was
just
great.
go,
Shout out to
fucking-
Ambrose.
How good is golf?
They had to scramble.
Yeah, it was a great
The
day.
next
and,
hole, you would have been saying how much you hate golf.
and created a nickname too for a young bloke,
Oh,
which was great.
poor
so
old fucking.
the Goblin-
You didn't create it. You sort of got it off
no, I didn't create it. Well, I did create it for him.
for him. Yeah.
So the Golf Goblin on Instagram, I love his content. He's just a bloke out there hacking and having a go.
He's hopeless, isn't he?
Yeah. But like he always has a crack in that. Funny as, and it's just fucking good to watch. Like, easy to consume his content. So
Yeah.
shout out to him. But this bloke resembled him, tallish, skinny, got the mullet out the back.
He looked a little bit like him.
Looked a bit like him, less tats. Enough like him for me to call him the Goblin. So Goblin was it. By the third hole, he was referring himself as the Goblin.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was
self-proclaimed.
Watch this. Goblin's going to chip this in.
Yeah. So, and it was his first game of golf ever.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't believe that. But anyway, so it was great banter and morale from the start with the Goblin.
Yeah.
But afterwards, all the boys took that and were using it as a gay term, the Goblin.
Yeah.
It was just copping it, and I'm like, well, I
The
didn't,
cock goblin, yeah.
didn't intend it to be anything to do with being homosexual.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and that's when he was off you a bit.
Yeah.
Because he was like, fuck's sake.
But
Now
anyway.
this thing's stuck,
stuck
and everyone
forever.
thinks it's a gate. Yeah.
So now it's up to his 2 good mates to carry that on. I give him the ammo. Could be like Groper. He could be called Goblin forever, but that's totally up to them. So
yeah. And I did warn him. I said, don't crack the shits at it, mate.
It's going to stick even more.
Do
Yeah.
not get frustrated and angry.
I'll
or
tell you a little yarn, mate. I'm still Groper from a year 9 low ropes course.
From an unintentional boob grab.
Yeah. That's right. But yeah.
Anyway,
no,
awesome day. I can't
awesome
wait.
fucking
Hopefully, get the call up next year. Because, yeah, Jackie Taylor will have the spot there. So,
We'll absolutely sponsor a hole next year as well.
oh, 100%.
For sure.
The Chrissy party, that was a good night, mate.
Yes,
Alpha
mate.
Blokes. I'm sure you spoke about this heaps.
Yeah,
but,
but no, it was a great night, man. It was good getting people that we've been involved with of the show and who supported, what Cam and I and that whole community have built, and just to give back a little bit to people who have supported us, mate. Put the
Yep.
piss on and just
There's something, speaking of the piss, there's something in the piss at that joint. Because me and Nico both said next day that was one of the worst hangovers I've ever felt.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
when I'm hungover, I get up and I just watch shit on TV and I eat.
Yeah.
And I could not fucking move, could not eat. I was in bed until 3 in the Arvo, just
Yeah.
going, what the fuck has happened to me?
Another thing that also helps sometimes, it's when it's free and you can get whatever you want.
Yeah.
You
that's
tend to
probably
drink
it.
more. So maybe that, but yeah,
And
you could have seen
possible.
something in all the piss as well.
Well,
It's contaminated.
the bar chick, shout out to her. She kept making us these deadly shots, so maybe that had something to do with it.
Well, look,
Can't be.
it was just a thought, maybe, but you might be onto it with all of the
Something's
piss
in
being
the piss
spiked.
there, yeah.
100%.
Something's in the
Hey,
piss.
do you know what else will be a great night? The fucking fight night.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
We couldn't talk about it last episode, but we can give you all the info. Let's fucking go, Reggies. We will have links on our socials tomorrow morning if you're listening Thursday. So it'll be Friday, the 1st of December. Tickets for both the fight night and the after party will be available at 11 a.m. Queensland time. That is 12 o'clock dad kissing time. alpha-events.com.au is where you can go to get your after party tickets, and on that same site it will have a link to buy tickets for the actual boxing event from Ticket Tech. However, like I said, we'll have it in the stories with the link. If you just look at everything, you won't miss it.
And that was 11 a.m. Friday, Tom?
11 a.m. Friday, Ryan.
Queensland
that's
time.
right. Queensland
December.
time.
1st of December,
on
11
Friday.
a.m.
And to do with both the party and the fight night, the BBB lads were here.
Yeah,
from-
they
from
hung around
Brisbane.
on the weekend.
Clutzy and
Yeah.
I had about 6 square-offs that night.
Yeah.
You know, it got a bit awkward, actually, by the end of it. I think
He's,
we're out.
he's got a bit of height on him. He is a big boy.
He is a big boy. And, yeah, hopefully he doesn't go the just pressure and put weight over the top of me tactic, which could happen. But,
I think you need a bit of an engine for that.
Yeah, so we'll see how he goes. But we had a few square-offs. But Darcy, whilst Clutzy and I were squaring off,
Here we go.
he was just steaming around in anger. He's like, where is this red-headed cunt?
Yeah,
He goes,
that's
"I've
exactly
come-"
what he said.
Yeah, he goes, I've come all the way here. I wanted to see into his eyes and just like hint a bit of fear. But he goes, where the fuck is he? And he said, he's at his in-law's 50th. And he just goes, what a coward. So
Yeah, well, he's just not worth my time. It's as simple as that.
I think he said something along the lines of, you're 19, been dating a girl for 3.5 seconds, and you went to her parents' 50th. What the fuck?
Oh,
Well, he's wrong because I'm 20.
yeah. So, well, there
Nah,
you
but
go,
I
Darcy.
said, look, mate, he's in love, and we're all under the whip at some stage. That's what I said.
Look,
And then I said, don't worry, it wears off. No.
I thought you'd be defending me, mate. I wanted your show.
Yeah, but anyway.
No, I was.
He was
there.
he was steaming around there, but you
Oh,
know,
he can steam all he wants. It's fine.
Yeah. No, that's
He's trying to put it back
Yeah.
onto me, saying that he can't hide and that I was hiding. But yeah, that's fine. Bring it on, mate. Bring it on.
Look,
I'm
the-
cool and calm. You can't get into my head.
Look, the
That's all I'm
tension's
saying.
building here. The tension's building. The boys are in town.
Something's gotta blow.
And look, it might have erupted, so it might be a good thing because it might have
think-
been chaos.
Yeah.
Like
He's
so,
lucky.
Yeah. So Das was lucky.
I'll let him
Yeah.
off this time. I didn't want to fucking ruin his night. at the
You didn't want to
Christmas
make
party.
him run and shit.
I didn't want him
yeah.
to come all the way up to Gladstone
Feel
and then just
uncomfortable.
feel uncomfortable and weird and want to go home. So
Yeah.
save him.
that's-
I'll let him have his fun night. But yeah,
Mm.
come April 27th, cunt, you won't be having much fun at all.
Oh, great stuff.
Fucking
Well, look,
oath.
that's the after party. That's the fights. December 1st. Get the fuck around it. Get a ticket because, look, the reality of it is every single show that's involved will be trouting off trying to get their own community filling into that joint. And the idea is we want as many of our cunts in there cheering us on, right?
Yeah,
oath.
fucking oath.
So get the fuck around at Reggie's. We'll be swinging for the hills for you. And hopefully you're cheering us on.
And
Yeah.
get your baggy reg for the fight night as well.
Fuck it, eh? Exactly.
imagine
2 for 1.
that.
Do a
Yeah,
bit of
you
imagine
splurging
it.
this week.
You want to see the
Get
Reggies
your baggy
in the
reg
crowd.
and get your ticket.
Fucking oath.
Exactly.
December 1st, 11 a.m.
Yep.
Get in there.
Getting there.
Righto. Next week on the show, what we're going to do is, this is for the ROLC 18th man jersey.
Ooh.
So we're going to revisit the best nominations next week.
Yep.
So we're not picking it next week. We're going to revisit the best ones, have a bit of a yarn about them. We'll discuss them, and then the following week we'll announce the winner. You won't get a jersey because we don't have any, but they're coming. And when you do, when they do, you'll get one.
Yeah, we'll
So-
book it in for you.
Yeah,
You'll get the moral jersey now.
If you haven't got a reg yet,
then a
we'll
real
fucking
one.
send you one of those.
Yeah,
but,
fucking oath.
But we will give you a jersey when they come out.
So yeah, we're gonna next week revisit the best ones, and then we'll talk about them, and then the next week we'll.
Real jersey or not,
it's-
your name's going to be up there with the likes of Daly,
Oh yeah,
You'll be a Reggie
Johns.
Immortal.
Johns, Warren.
Cousins,
Oh,
Foster.
stop it.
Rodman.
Imagine being in that
Fury.
illustrious company.
Peggy
That
Riddell.
will be
Did
you.
Peggy get a run?
Piggy did,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
He's,
yeah.
I think he's the hooker.
Yeah.
Or is, yeah, because Booney was lock.
Yeah.
We put Booney as that little lock.
Yeah.
We should even revisit that soon for new listeners too. The
Oh,
actual
shit, yeah.
side. So we'll do that next
The
week.
1 to
We'll give-
17.
We'll give them all a run through of what the RRLC is.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if someone just stumbled across the show the last 2 weeks, they'd have no idea what the fuck we're on about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll give them all a run through. Give them a run through of the lineup.
Yeah, yeah. So
Give you a real rundown
tune
of
back
what
in
this
next
fucking
week.
badge means to us.
Yeah. Oh. I just checked because I was getting a bit warm and fuzzy down there talking about all those names.
I saw your laptop just rise up.
Wait, me and this bloke who's messaged in this week have just been going tit for tat
Have you?
on a few messages, all in good fun. I put up that ad for the standard squeeze. Hopefully everyone got on the Black Friday for the standard squeeze. Got a few squeezes, whatever, other shit. But anyways, replied to that reel. He goes, I'll just read it. He goes, I'd take that cunt for 28 off 8 balls because he would shit himself and bowl a heap of wides. And I just replied, I'd use a 2-piece ball, bowl a couple of wides, yeah, but they'd be swinging that much you wouldn't lay bat on one delivery. And he just goes, Grapes, you can't bowl to a lefty. You want to swing him into me pads and I'll put you over cow corner all day. And then I said, I'd started at 5th stump, swinging in, trapped in front, LBW, especially when I've got the umpire in me back pocket. And then he replied with, and this is fucking funny, he goes, you couldn't swing a duke on an overcast day down the slope at Lord's.
I love that both of those answers are just, you need to know cricket to sting yarns like that.
If you showed those messages to someone who doesn't know and fucking ounce of cricket, they would just be like, what are you talking about?
That made sense to you, Quinn, eh?
Yeah.
Swinging a duke on an overcast
You
day.
couldn't swing a duke on an overcast day down the slope at Lord's. That
What's his
fucking
name,
got
that
me.
legend?
Jacob.
Fucking on you, Jake.
Yeah.
Jaco.
That's great chat.
That
That
is
is.
fucking elite chat.
Love to see
Just
that.
firing back at Big G.
Yeah. And then I had nothing, so I just like laughed. They did laugh emoji.
So he got the
Sign
better
of
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done me.
Yeah. Oh, well, at least you can admit it.
Yeah.
Outlipped Big G.
That's hard to do, by the way.
That is not a fucking easy feat.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, right,
You're obviously sober
Who?
when you were
Yeah,
doing
oh, yeah.
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 Otherwise, we'd have just called him.
What? You know, last week when you randomly said, oh, didn't Queensland win the Sheffield Shield last year?
Yeah, I'm assuming they didn't.
No, they didn't.
And
so,
I've just been abused for it. Yeah.
no, it was a nice one, actually. And it only made me bring it up because my reply was, yeah, if one thing I've learned is if I don't know, don't guess because you'll just get rinsed if it's wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But the old mate at Life in Sport podcast just said, hey, mate, WA won the Shield last season.
Yeah,
I said,
righto.
thanks, mate. That's why I didn't say anything. And I said, I'm not going to guess because we
all
just
right,
get
mate.
hammered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Can't
once
get it
again, it's
up.
not something I've pulled completely out of my ass.
But anyway-
We've won the last few years.
They
We're Queensland.
just wanted to let you know
Cheers, Life in
WA
Sport.
won
Thanks.
the Shield.
Cheers.
So, hopefully not again.
No.
Righto. How about Minwoo Lee winning the
Oh.
PGA event in Brizzy
Fucking
on the weekend?
what a stint.
Great to see. He's a fucking unreal talent from
He's
the
got
West.
some serious charisma about him too.
Yeah.
Coming
WA
on, bursting
boy.
onto the scene.
And his swing, I could just watch his swing all day.
fluid.
He just strikes them
Something
that
about it.
pure and long.
He's
Like,
so smaller, like he's always been a smaller bloke as well, and he can still strike it fucking long, like you said. He's come in and said he's had to change his swing to get that extra power, like you see so many smaller blokes doing.
yeah.
Like Matt Fitzpatrick does the same thing.
He's got the fastest swing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Holy, it's fast.
But yeah, Min Woo, big woozy. That
Big
was a great
woos.
win.
Smitty
Home
was
turf.
terrible, wasn't he?
9 over, didn't he finish with?
That was his over the 2 rounds. I
Yeah.
think.
Well, he didn't make the cut.
He was not happy. He was slamming a few clubs into the bag.
Yeah.
What his performance before that, has it been like a gradual thing? You reckon it's just a fucking off day that
It's
everyone
just
has?
golf.
It's just golf.
Yeah,
Fuck,
yeah,
man.
Literally, it's just golf. Because he could go next week. If the Masters were next week, he'd go there and probably make top 5.
That's why it's like so unreal to think what Tiger did from 97 to like 2008, like 10
so
years
prolonged.
of just total dominance where if
Yeah.
he started, he usually won.
It'd be
Like,
fucking hard to, like, when you have a couple of shit holes, to recoup, grab it back, keep your fucking mental game like, I can do it.
Well, that's
and
what
not
separates professionals.
Yeah.
Because you can have one bloke down at the local that could shoot 10 under,
Mm.
and that's enough to go play PGA. But then the next week he'll shoot 20 over because
It's just
he'll slice one.
consistency, eh?
Consistency, mental. Like there's so much in it. But like you said with Tiger, that how many years for someone to do that?
Oh,
There was one point where if he lost, people thought he was done.
yeah,
Oh, he
lose
didn't
it.
win this tournament. He must be done. He must be finished.
Yeah, crazy. We'll never see another Tiger.
It is the more I find I've gotten into golf a lot more probably the last like 12 months, but the more you get into it, the more you appreciate a win.
Yeah, the more
Oh,
you, the
how
more you.
good they
Yeah,
are.
the more you.
Yeah.
I
Fucking oath.
fucking Minwoo Lee's shot. I think it was par 5. The first 2 shots he scuffed. Second one was like on the rough a bit, and he was pretty far out from the green. He's just chipped it in for eagle.
Perfect.
Oh,
Perfect chip. It was very Jack Taylor reminiscent.
I'm pretty sure he saw him tailored it on Friday.
Yeah.
So that's why he
Done it on Sunday.
Yeah.
Wait, just back on Jack Taylor. How's this for a name for his shed building business? Tailor Made.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
How
I was
good
saying
is that?
Good,
we
eh?
forgot to do it, but I said, mate, I'll help you shoot an ad on the course.
yeah.
Like, if you go, what ball's that? Oh, Taylor Mode.
Yeah.
Just go, fucking, I got to know a cunt who makes good sheds, actually
Yeah.
good, Taylor Mode.
He's fucking triple trader. He's got 3 trades.
Oh, he's a skilled man. Got some great golf terminology that we can't share on the show due to every soft cunt in the world getting offended. But
There's
don't
a
get
lot
me
of it
wrong,
there.
mate. One's stuck in the memory, and if you ever come to play a game of golf with me, I'll tell you.
I'll tell you.
You'll have to
lad.
put your phone away and then I'll tell you.
I'll fucking tell you. That's what I'll do.
Put your phone away. You hear a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Jackie for giving Groper and I the call up, mate. It was
Fucking
a
oath.
fucking good day.
And good on you, Minwoo. Hopefully
On your min.
they can all, back it up
On your
this
Max
week.
Woo.
Well, it's a very
Oh,
quick
actually-
turnaround.
Nice. Maximum woo.
I was thinking how the boys going to find like some name for we always do the opposite.
Yeah.
I was thinking how they're going to spin Minwoo Lee.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
Max.
Max Woo Bruce.
That's just a stretch.
That is fucking dumb. Sorry. That is. Why am I laughing? We lost the T20 series against India 2-1, but we got the win in Game 3, boys, with some Glenn Maxwell heroics again.
Oh.
104 not out.
The big show.
I think he hit 20 odd off the last over to win us the game. That was the most atrocious last over, bowled by whoever bowled that last over from India. That was some absolute fucking
as in
pies.
whoever. I looked at the 11 for India.
Yeah.
And there's one bloke I recognise as Axar Patel.
Yeah.
The rest I genuinely never seen play cricket.
Honestly, didn't think they served pies in India, but he fucking proved that.
He
wrong, didn't
fucking served them up on a platter.
The
for
boys were
Maxi.
missing a dog's eye. Maxie said, "Fuck, haven't had a pie in a while." Anyway, I'll fix
It's been
it
a
out.
long time since he's been home.
I'll help you,
There
brother.
you go, boys.
Fuck, there was some runs scored in that series, man. 3-game series. I think India scored 200 plus in all 3.
Yeah.
And then we did it. We did twice and got 195 or something in the other game. Just absolute roads, played at night, and that's just swing for the hills.
Yep.
Fucking unreal. But like what you just
High-scoring
said there,
affair.
Jace, we know all the Aussie players, but they probably thought the same, apart from Maxwell. Inglis, I think, played.
Yep.
Travis Head played
Travis.
in that last one, but yeah, they
It
probably
still
thought
was
the same.
even looking at the 11 now, there's some Tanveer Sanger. He's coming to the scene pretty recently.
Yeah.
But Nathan
Actually,
Ellis.
yeah, no, we had.
Sorry. Bless me.
Here we go.
Aaron Hardy.
What's his
Yeah.
name?
Few
Tem
names
Deer
like
Sanger.
Hardy.
Tim David with the gold duck as well.
Yeah.
What's his
When
name?
the-
Tem Deer Sanger.
Tanveer Sanger.
Oh,
Tanveer Sanger.
Tanveer Ham and cheese.
Yeah. Here we are again.
Let's go.
But
Keep it
the
rolling.
test summer starts soon. First test in Perth against Pakistan starts December 14.
Yep.
Followed by Boxing Day test at the G, New Year's test at the SCG. I think Warner's in for a big last summer of test cricket,
So do
just
I.
quietly. He looks like he's just enjoying batting again.
Yeah.
And he's enjoying his cricket. Like you could tell in the field when
Yep.
he was fucking diving around, saving runs, taking catches. I was like, yeah, right.
Well, you
I
gonna
think it's because he's
Well,
probably retiring too.
I was going to say that you think the pressure would be off. He'd be thinking in his head, I'm just going to enjoy it. This is definitely my last one. I don't have to worry about trying to hold me spot for next fucking
Yeah, shit,
year.
you got
all
the
this
Ashes
shit.
coming up
Yeah,
or the subcontinent tour.
which is good. I hope he does just enjoy himself.
I think
and
he
score
will.
some
And
runs.
it's a fairy tale send off. He'll have his last test. Oh, no, he won't, sorry, actually, because they've changed
just
the
fire
format.
it out, Jace.
Yeah, they've just completely changed the format.
What's
Oh,
that?
like-
Of the rotation where they
Yeah,
play.
because Sydney will be the third test.
yeah.
And they got ones at the Gabba.
And then they'll
shit
go to the
after.
Gabba and Adelaide
Yeah.
Oval.
Regardless, he'll get his fairy tale send off.
Yeah.
Last time we played Pakistan, he scored, 300?
Well, he might
30
even
odd.
retire after that series, though.
He could, yeah,
'Cause
after Sydney.
I think
That would be his perfect send off. That's what my point I was getting at.
I think Punter and maybe Hussey did that one year. like Ponting retired after a series had
Oh,
finished,
yeah.
even though there was a test or two to go in the summer
yeah.
against a different team.
Yeah.
So yeah, he might do that.
And then Renshaw can get his start up at the Gabba.
Oh, we're gonna give him another go.
Well,
Yeah, no, get him in
personally, I
there.
think he's the one that should be in there.
Yeah,
But what do I know about cricket, eh?
yeah, it's true.
Ooh.
The Brazilian butt lift starts in a week or so's time. The BBL.
Ah.
So I actually got told what that meant by the missus when I was talking about the BBL. She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, the Big Bash League." She's like, "That doesn't stand for that." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Well, when
it
you
does."
just said Brazilian butt lift league, I went, what the fuck? Are we scraping down the bottom of the barrel for a bit of off-season
I was thinking,
sport?
how did I fucking miss this?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
That's
what,
the all in
that's
this
what all the
week.
chicks get
Mm.
in the ass these days.
Oh.
So anyway, the
That's good to
BBL
know.
starts in a week, but I don't think that we're just going to be recapping every game because
That's a lot.
there's a lot of games happening. We're definitely going to shout out all the results that have happened, in the week previous, and also some Ripper individual performances will definitely get a mention.
I actually enjoy, I was saying before the show, what I do enjoy is picking a game that I like a few players and that, and having a crack at a couple of multis in them, because you can sit there and watch your bet in the cricket either come off or not in the one night
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
when you put a bet on over a test or something like that, you can just sit there and go, righto.
Yeah, you
let's go.
want the fucking
I just want to
thrill.
see if I'm going to print or not, you know, like straight up.
Yeah.
This is where you
Right.
start to notice those niche players, the ones coming through, because
Yeah.
all the big names are out there playing international.
It is very hard unless you are fucking just frothing the BBL though to keep on top of all of it.
Yeah.
because there's
Fuck
so
that,
much
yeah.
cricket just getting rammed.
Mate,
in.
if you're a fucking single bloke, then you'll watch every game.
I used to
you
watch.
just
may
have
as
it on
well
in the
just
background
throw it
while
on.
you're having dinner and it's a
Yeah.
random Tuesday night and
I
you're
used
like,
to watch-
oh, there's cricket.
I used to watch a fair bit out at the mines.
Yeah,
Like when I was out there, it was
for sure.
good.
You just
was
put
good
it
for
on,
that,
eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll get right into that. December 7, that starts. Boys, I know that no one will give a fuck about this, but I'll just mention it anyway. The Formula One season is over. Last race of the season was in Abu Dhabi on the weekend. And I just got a quick shout out to Red Bull and Max Verstappen because they absolutely murdered them this year. He is so fucking fearless in the car, and the car they have is unreal as well. But I just hope that McLaren and Ferrari and Mercedes and that do a bit of work in the off season. Otherwise, it's just going to be a repeat. He won 19 Grand Prix this year. I
Out
think
of
there's
how many?
like fucking mid-20s. I think there is,
Fuck me.
and he won 19.
Are they
of them.
better than like any season Lewis Hamilton did previously?
Not sure.
Because that was the
That'd
big,
have to be that'd have to be a record, surely.
to be up there.
Oh, it was just outrageous.
It's
It
a-
was like because YouTube do these like 8-minute highlight packages where they do the qualifying. So I'd always watch the qualifying and then watch the race.
Yep.
And it was literally like the same video
Yeah, well,
of even if Verstappen started 5th on the grid because he didn't have a good qualifying or whatever, he'd just win by 20 seconds. And
this
I'm like,
isn't
how is
to-
your car that much quicker?
Yeah, this isn't to discredit Verstappen at all, but like, wasn't it they did some engineering changes to the car in the last year or two, and that's when Verstappen really and Red Bull just overtook.
Yeah, but that's
McLaren.
that's how you're good.
Yeah,
You make those changes and
well,
then
so because Mercedes dominated for how many years? With
that
Lewis
was
Hamilton.
like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, that was just if you watched F1, it was just them.
yeah.
And then I didn't even watch F1 that much, but you keep up with bits. It's
You
fucking
just knew,
sport.
yeah.
Yeah, but you see, every time I see anything, it's Verstappen dominance.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, well, it was
Fucking yeah.
Red Bull. It was always Red Bull when what's that cunt's name? Forgot his name. He used to drive for him. They won like 3 or 4, and then it was Mercedes for like
Who,
6 or
Vettel?
7.
Sebastian
Yeah,
Vettel.
that's it.
yeah,
For 7 or 8 years, and then now it's back to Red Bull. It's
what
like
was the old
give someone else a go.
Mark Webber days as well?
Yeah,
the Aussie.
and they used to blue
Yeah,
because Vettel was a fuckhead.
yep.
And just used to not listen to the team's instructions and shit when he'd say, like, if Webber was in front, they'd say, hold your position, don't try and overtake him, and he'd just fucking soot past him anyway.
Big hero trying
Yeah.
to take the spotlight.
Anyway, good on you, Red Bull, Max.
Not a bad watch on Netflix. Did you see the F1 drivers and the golfers. They did that little tournament together.
Oh, the golf thing. I didn't watch
They were
that.
like,
No.
one of them was literally like racing to the hole who could finish the hole the quickest. Big names as well. They had Justin like Thomas, Ricky Fowler, Carlos Sainz and that. So
Dude, I actually saw, now you've said that speed golf thing.
Yeah.
I saw a video the other day of this bloke finishing on the 18th hole, and it was like the speed golf fucking tournament. And he finished 18 in 33 minutes.
what the fuck?
And he shot like 70
sure.
something, man.
What?
Yeah. It
You'd
was
have to be literally
bullshit.
sprinting, or your
Yeah.
cart would have to have a bit of nos in it.
No cart.
He's not getting his
What?
money worth, is he?
No, it's fucking proper, like you have to run.
Fuck
it's a fitness
that.
thing. It's like actual sport.
That's
Wow.
the worst idea.
That is the least Reggie golf ever.
That
Yeah.
takes all the fun I have in golf out of golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no beers there. There's no
beers,
fun.
no analogs.
There's no banter. You're sprinting and hitting.
Wow.
Should be illegal.
Yeah.
Imagine playing golf.
Actually,
for
fuck
fitness.
off, old
Yeah,
mate, who I
fuck it.
saw.
Yeah.
What
Whatever
the
your
fuck
name
are
is.
As
you
if you
doing?
just shed.
33 minutes.
Grow up.
I spent
Still.
33 minutes teeing up.
If our missus
After
start
I
to
sliced
hear,
5 times.
if all of our wives start to hear that a game of golf can be played in 33 minutes, you're going to fuck it for everyone. Pull your head in, cunt.
Literally.
That is true.
Stop
Wow.
that shit.
Name and shame.
Oi,
Forget who
I,
the fuck that is.
Avoided this topic last week because I was too angry.
Okay.
And I wouldn't have been able to deliver it as well because I would have just fucking got angry. But my Premier League side, the mighty Toffees, Everton Football Club, have been deducted 10 points by the Premier League for a breach in financial fair play rules. Just an absolute kick. I'll explain that in a minute. Just a kick in the guts to a team that's almost been relegated two seasons in a row. But they're back playing some good fucking soccer recently, sitting mid-table. We're now back on the bottom on 4 points, firmly in a relegation battle, and it just fucks me off because when are we going to catch a break?
Well, just
You
don't
know?
cheat.
Got
So,
deducted,
yous was shit for 2 years, and then
Just-
yous are going
just
right
stayed in.
and cheated.
Yeah.
We
And
didn't
then-
cheat.
Oh, sorry.
They
so
breached,
you breached.
financial
We breached
rules.
some rules.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So
To be
Oh.
fair,
Would you like to know what it means?
can you look up the definition of cheating?
Deducted because of financial fair play laws. So there's rules in place so that clubs can't just lose a heap of money and then have rich cunts come in and save the day. That's
Well-
what I figure it's for. So
Yeah, but it doesn't even work like that.
I know. The rules are you can't lose more than $200 million over a 3-year cycle, and we lost $237 million over 3 years.
Holy fuck.
Just from bad signings, unexpected terminations of contracts. We're building a new stadium, which is costing a fuckload of money. The impact from COVID was still there.
Managers
The
leaving.
deal for this naming, like the naming rights of the new stadium that they're building, got terminated because I think it's USM Holdings is owned by a Russian and he was sanctioned as a result of the fucking invasion of Ukraine.
Oh, wow.
So just all this shit,
Look.
and we've lost all this money, and now they've taken 10 points off us, and it's just fucking bullshit because the Premier League just want to make a statement and go, nah, we're taking a stand on this, and Everton are an easy target.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not a huge soccer guy, but just going off that info, I'll tell you what you should lose. The cunt running that show.
That's right. So, yes, it's not all, obviously, not just blaming the Premier League for being corrupt dogs, but the management of the club, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Fucked, mate.
Everton have done
Sack
wrong.
some cunts.
Everton have done
Oh.
very wrong, but there are some other fucking clubs that are doing a lot more shady shit.
That's what I mean.
Newcastle, Man City, and Chelsea. Chelsea spent like fucking $2 billion in the last 2 years on transfers alone. I don't understand that whole the debacle. How you guys can be pinned for that
The what?
debacle. However you take it.
Debacle.
Potato.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm pissed off.
City have 116 breaches against their name right now, but they're still being further investigated.
Yep.
And they won't be because if they got pinned for all that shit, they would get relegated instantly to League One, but they won't.
If
I think
they
it's unfair. Like, as much as I hate Everton and I'm a Liverpoolian and you are the lowest scum brother, and I love to see he's down there
yes,
just quickly, I think it's a bit unfair to pin a shit team when there's other teams that are doing
what I
far
mean.
worse.
they're just an easy target. And a few people have said, Because what happens if the Premier League don't take action, then the other governing bodies get involved. So they're going, oh, no, we'll take a firm stand now so that no one else starts looking into it.
Yeah.
And that's all it is.
You don't
It's
even have
just
to be
fucked.
a fucking soccer/football fan to look in and know that it's all just pretty corrupt at the moment.
So anyway,
UEFA,
I just hope...
FIFA and all that, it's just, that is a big money sport.
Yeah.
Big money.
It's just lucky. We're lucky that this has happened this season because we were going all right. If this had happened in the last 2, we would have been relegated for sure. But it's just...
It's happened early enough.
It's
as well.
lucky that the other 3 teams that are going to be in the battle are going that badly that even though we've been deducted 10, we're on the same as them. And there's still 20 games to go or more. So, yeah. We'll be
honestly-
right, but it's just fucking annoying.
That took a long time to go through as well and actually
I know.
get deducted.
They've been talking about it. That's what I
Years.
mean. That's lucky
Years,
it didn't
man.
happen last
Yeah.
year because we stayed up by 1 point. So,
Yep.
anyway.
And yeah, he's got a new stadium that'll be done by next season.
And
to
we'll be
fill out
playing in the championship. Beauty.
It is a fucking big, steep stadium.
I
too.
know. It's going to be the best
I
one in
drove
England.
past it when I was over there, and I was like, it's right on the water.
Yeah.
Beautiful
I know.
spot for a shit club.
We'll be back. We'll be right.
You know, and sell
We'll
it
be
out.
right. Anyway.
Feel
Premier
better?
League are corrupt dogs. Yeah, I do. And if I had done that last week, it would have been fucked. So
And just to top it off, Alejandro Garnacho just scored probably the most
the best goal I've
best
ever
goal
seen.
in the last 10, 15
Fuck,
years
it
at
was
least.
bullshit.
Big
Unreal.
bicycle
Big
Oh,
overhead bicycle kick.
nice.
from the outside. They're just everything about it.
It was so good.
And
but
I hate
anyway.
Man United. I hate every club pretty well, to be fair.
Anyway, moving on. AFLW grand final this weekend, fellas. I know you'll be tuning in. The Brizzy Lion girls once again playing the grand final. They have been so dominant since the competition started without winning heaps. The city of Brisbane are serial chokers, especially in the AFLW.
Yeah.
And then
In 2023.
They won it in 2021, and then they've been runners-up in 17, 18, 22, and now they're in another grand final this year. So,
Who are they playing?
North Melbourne.
Oh,
Should be a cracker.
Yeah.
Should be a cracker, so tune in there.
Where are they playing?
Oh, fucks me. One too many
Clinton
questions.
Park?
Yeah, Muddies. They're like the Twilight game before the A grade plays. Muddies versus Bits.
Bit of perler.
Muddy's first bits would actually get a crowd.
Oi, the draft is complete. The AFL draft. I know you like this concept, Tom, and you sort of, would like the NRL to do something similar.
Well, yeah, I think it's a good idea to help clubs that are doing shit. Yeah, no, I
It
think
gets
I'm all for
weirder every year for me watching these 17-year-old kids get drafted and get Guernseys because they literally look 12 to me now. Like, because
Yeah, because we're getting older.
we're getting older.
It's
At
weird.
my age, because I'm at the age now where it's like, fuck. I'm sitting here on a couch drinking beers, yarning about sport, and there's blokes younger than me that are out there actually jumping into the
Yeah.
professional
Do you know
league.
when I
I feel like
reckon-
I'm still the kid at
Do you know
that
where I
age.
reckon I'll feel weird? Is when I'm at the age where cunts should retire. Where we're still at the age where, like...
You're in the prime.
But, yeah, like,
You boys are in the prime.
blokes at 29 or whatever
Yeah.
playing rugby league, that is probably the best they will be ever playing.
Yeah.
So I'm clinging onto that right now. But, like, when we're, like, 33, 34, that's going to be weird going...
yeah.
Look, even though I know I'm never going to be a professional athlete, I could still.
yeah.
you could.
Like,
There's
but
been
when I'm-
greater comebacks, man.
But you know what I mean? When I'm 33, 34, I can't have that option now.
No. You're
What
gone.
if you became a professional boxer?
Well, fucking...
You don't hit your prime till 35?
Well, we'll find out in
That is
April, won't we?
perfect. We will.
yes.
What if we all do?
Oh, we just
We're all
could.
counting ourselves out
But
way
this is
too
what
early
this
here,
is what
lads.
I'm saying, Jace. I could.
You actually could.
But
There's been
you'd
greater
rather
fairy
have fun.
tales.
instead.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Perfect.
we all could.
Yeah, yeah.
All the talk, the whole draft period was Harley Reid, right?
Yeah,
he
where's
was
he going to go?
always going to go number one pick. Like everyone knew he was going to go number one. This is my personal opinion. I think
Okay.
West Coast, we know how dog shit they were last year, right?
Even I know.
Their list was just hammered with injuries and everything, but they were fucking terrible. Like lost by hundreds of points.
One of the worst things
So-
I've seen in a long time.
I think West Coast have missed a trick here. I assume list managers and people at the club and all that know more than I do, but They've literally put all their eggs into Harley Reid. So he's a kid who still obviously hasn't played AFL footy yet. Let me get this straight. He's going to be a superstar, and I definitely think he will be a superstar, but you just don't know
You never
yet
know.
because he hasn't played a game of AFL. So I just think they could have. He also showed zero interest in wanting to go west. He didn't want to go. Like, that was the reports anyway. He wanted to stay in Melbourne. Why not trade the number 1 pick? You would have got 3, 4, maybe, like definitely 3, possibly 4 inside the first round. So that means you would have got 4 picks inside the top 25. Trade the pick, knowing that a Melbourne club will happily trade because you'll pick Harley Reid, you'll get the number 1 pick. Have 4 picks inside the first round, get 4 fucking solid as 17-year-olds that are still in the top 20, 25.
To build more of a roster than
exactly.
one bloke.
He's going to be under so much fucking pressure.
And plus,
that
there's
poor
even
cunt.
more, like, there's way more players on the field, right, than, like, something like rugby league.
There's 18 on the field.
So,
yeah.
like, one bloke makes even less difference overall when there's 18 of them to do a job.
I
I
think
just
their
think-
plan will probably be they'll still be shit for another 2 or 3 years, so they'll keep getting those high draft picks.
Yeah.
But you're right. If a team is completely fucked across the board,
It's,
I just
you
think
go
you
for
haven't had a
strength
number
in
1
numbers.
pick with this much hype since fucking
Well,
Jack Watts.
man,
and we know what happened there.
fucking 4 or 5 rounds in last year, everyone was already talking about who's going to get Harley Reid.
Exactly.
West Coast were just sitting there going, well, we're fucked. But
Oh, we're going to get Reid.
yeah, they spent their whole season just thinking about getting Harley Reid.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like the hype around him, I'm just going, you had every opportunity. If they had
I think
marketed
it's
it correctly,
yeah.
they would have been able to trade picks and get fucking heaps.
A hot
inside
take,
of it.
but I think it's a recipe for disaster. That's
Yeah.
the thing about draft and being all the way in W. He will end up in Melbourne in 5 years.
100%.
He will come back.
that's-
He'll be homesick.
When
and
you
he'll
were
play
saying
someone
that,
in
Gropes,
Melbourne.
before, like, I do really like the system to keep a fair, like, to keep the clubs at an even level or try to. But like you said before, oh, mate, he doesn't want to go over there. So
That was the report, yeah.
But I mean,
It's not
that is
even, though.
one negative thing for a young bloke having to go somewhere when he doesn't want to or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that, as a player point of view, that wouldn't be a great
He's come
thing.
out and said he's like, oh, well, I'm here now, so stop like asking about it pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
Which
he's
is
not
fair
like-
enough
yeah,
too.
He's
Yeah.
got to say like, yes, I want to be, but like, yeah,
You
can
don't.
tell.
Why? I don't know. You probably do.
How wild was it seeing? I think it was 12th pick, GWS.
Yeah.
So Phoenix Gothard was there. I can't remember who he was there with. One of his mates was getting drafted, knew about it, so they're all in their support. You wear like the certain shirt, you go up and get your Guernsey. And pick 12, GWS, I've read out, pick number 12, Phoenix Gothard. So he was there for his mate and he's gone, what the fuck, I've been drafted too.
Yeah.
And he's had to walk up, literally grab the shirt off his mate's back, which is like 2 sizes big for him, walk up there and shake hands and be like, oh, he didn't know he was getting drafted.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't understand. No, what the
I
fuck?
thought everyone would know.
Yeah, you
Maybe-
definitely get informed
They
on.
sending a mate with him. Is that what's going on?
Well, yeah. No,
Were they saying
different
like,
clubs,
we're
I
not
think.
going to pick you until the 2nd or 3rd round or something?
That's what I was thinking.
And then they've just changed like 10 minutes before and gone, fuck it, let's
First
pick this.
rounder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just happened to be there.
That all just is dollars for him, eh?
Mm.
The higher you go in the draft, your manager just goes cha-ching.
Yeah.
So what
absolutely.
works? How does that work? Sorry, I should know a bit more about the draft system with AFL, but like junior clubs and stuff, right? Like getting onto people early. Do they not sign them to clubs and build them up in their systems and stuff like that, junior wise?
Nah, because you play like a state. It's like a state league,
Yeah,
national
righto.
state league thing.
Because like with the
under 18s
NRL, it'd be
comp.
a lot to change to try and implement that.
Yeah.
You can get
'Cause-
drafted and then just sent to the VFL
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
or
Yeah, because it's
SA
just.
NFL.
I was just
But
wondering
it's,
how that system
nah,
works.
you don't build someone up from when they were
Yeah.
13,
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you were saying.
Yeah.
That's the same draft system works for anything, NFL, NBA and that.
Yeah.
It's straight out of school or a certain league.
Yeah.
And then balls drafted.
Yeah.
The
And I think it works. That's why it works more evenly because you don't have a bloke since they're 8 years old who's the next Benji
That's
Marshall.
why it'd be so hard to implement that in an NRL system,
Yeah.
just because you'd have to fucking change the whole blueprint.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
100%.
It's hard to.
But yeah, I do like it though. I do like it overall.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool.
the only way to like to know that you're going to get a player is the father-son rule.
Yeah, I was just about to
So
say
if
that.
your dad played more than 150 games for a club, the club can invoke the father-son rule and get the son.
That's
Which
pretty
has
cool.
worked out pretty fucking well for a few clubs.
Yeah.
Look at Geelong.
Yeah.
Both Gary Ablett, senior
Yeah.
and junior, and they've been probably two best players in the whole club's
Yeah, they were both.
history.
They were both like the best in the game at one point. So
pretty cool.
And now Collingwood with the Dacos boys.
yeah, fucking
huge.
oath. That is massive, eh?
They would
And
not have
that's
their
like-
premiership this year if it wasn't for them two. I reckon.
Yeah, fucking oath.
All because of the rule.
Ashcroft at Brisbane.
That's another huge one.
He
He'll
was-
be out for a while. He did his ACL though.
True.
The game that I was at last year,
Oh.
did his ACL.
There you go.
What a cunt of an injury.
In your
Oh.
first
ACL is,
season.
dude.
Yeah,
First
Just
season.
the
First
amount
season.
of
Yeah.
time. Fuck off, human body.
it's like he'll have issues with that too forever.
It's a cunt.
Hopefully
Sports
not.
science, yeah, modern
Hopefully
sports
not.
science, though, sometimes it can be a bit quicker than you think.
Yeah. No, I just mean like the
Repercussions.
risk of doing it again is so
Fucking
much
oath.
higher now.
You see blokes
bloke.
doing it in their train. Remember Ryan James? Tore his ACL, was training, coming back again, and he tore his other one while
But
he
it's
was training.
more
to come
it's
back.
more the mental side of it as well as just the injury. Like
Yeah,
coming
man.
back, it's always in your it'd have to be in your brain.
Yep.
Having that much time off, especially young fellas coming through, maybe making a bit of a mark and then gone, you're out of the scene for 9 months and just got to
Yep.
rely on people having faith in you.
And you're sitting there stuck. All you can do about it is think because you're not doing anything but just recovering.
Yeah.
Oh, someone fucking. Oh, I've spelt that wrong. That's why. Someone tell me who it was who done their ACL like 6 times or 5 times or something. Every time he come back, he'd work his way up through the VFL and he'd do it in the VFL and he finally got back to AFL level and game number 1 done it again.
Was
And
it like
just
recent times?
Yeah.
Rants?
Nah,
Alex Rance?
he didn't do it 5 times.
No.
Nah, it was a bloke who had played fuck all games because he couldn't get on the park.
Can't.
Oh, man. And I think after the 5th time, he just went, nah, fuck, that's it. I'm done.
He'd be a proper Reggie now.
That's what you
Oh.
talk about with you
Imagine
just
he
never
yarns, he'd
know
be
with
spinning in the pub. Oh, could have been anything, mate.
Yeah. Done me knee
Ah,
5
yeah.
times.
Yeah, all right, ACL, brother. I fucking could have been there.
That's what
Yeah.
you talk about with you just never know with draft picks.
Yeah,
You
oh,
have
for sure.
literally the next Gary Ablett, and he comes through, plays one game, and does ACLs for the rest of his.
You can do
fucking
all the
career.
medicals you want. You're not going to be able to pick up if you're going to do an ACL. Fuck yeah, that'd be like a nightmare for a list manager or something.
Oh,
That's
how
like
many? Yeah,
Injury wise, you even look at like Penrith, obviously, the last 3 premierships. They've had some injuries, but they haven't had like full on season ending
Yeah.
injuries to key players. And I think that's played a huge role. Like half of that would be luck. I don't know if they've got a really good system with their sports science or the bloke who's looking after the players and what they're doing. But some clubs just seem to get so fucking unlucky. And that's been, I reckon, part of Penrith's success, being able to keep at least a fucking core of really good players there throughout that whole period.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
100%.
that's right.
You're
You
right.
can at the same time you can have that great conditioning and players recovering so well, and there's not as many little niggly injuries. But then 6 blokes could snap their ACL on a random Saturday. Like there's sport injuries can
Falling
just
off
be-
the back of a golf cart
yeah
or something. Glenn Maxwell.
yeah.
Um,
He was definitely blind.
oh, surely.
Fucking, I hope he was.
Yeah.
He's got
How good is cricket? Oh, yeah, how about that fucking photo I put up of Travie Head when he's playing the cut shot?
With his
And he's got
game
his
off him.
big fucking sump on the front and then the counterweight on the back as well. I'm
Yeah.
just like, fuck, I love that.
Counterweight.
Just
Fucking oath.
so good. Is Luai going to the Tigers, Tom, in 2025 or what?
Man, I reckon he should.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck wouldn't you if you've got 3 premierships under your belt and you're young and you can literally set yourself up for fucking life in a few years, even if you're going to lose a few games or whatever. Like, it just depends on what he's after, man. Like legacy and that, you've 3 premierships.
Yeah.
I reckon he'd be mad not to.
Everyone already hates him.
Benji
so.
Marshall, he has
Yeah.
a good relationship with Marshall. They room together in the
Yeah.
international games and shit. You know, even though he's not, like, he works great with Cleary, but I mean, he probably would be a bit of a draw for some younger players or whatever to get him to the club.
Yeah.
I think he'd be mad not to.
Yep.
you
Yeah,
know?
I think.
And I feel like Penrith could invest the money into Nathan, obviously, and find a half that can play off the back of him. And like we've done in the last few years, not as good, but still keep a fucking rock solid team.
Mate,
there
Yeah,
with
I
They
think
could
as
easily.
history
Yeah.
shows, because what Penrith can't offer Luai more than 800k.
Mate, you could offer.
Ah.
You could find a player. You could find a player worth 450 or whatever that could do a good enough job to keep that team rock solid.
Exactly. 100%.
And they've done that in the past. They've
Fucking
let
oath.
look at the blokes they've let walk, and they've still done a 3P.
Look at
I
Mitch
wouldn't
Kenny,
be,
mate, and
yeah,
letting that
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Luai does leave, but the
Kick out.
success is still up there
Are they going to pay him more than 800?
Fucking yeah, he's going to get over $1 million a season at the
at Tigers.
Oh,
Well,
God,
mate,
I hope they do
they
that.
got cap space and a lot of
He
fucking
will
problems.
not be worth any of that.
No, but that's what I mean. He is.
He
crazy.
should
But imagine
go.
Benji just absolutely takes control of his game and makes him this respectable, awesome footy player.
No.
I just reckon he'd
Not
be
good
mad.
enough.
I just reckon he'd be mad not to. So
Yeah.
And honestly, I'd like to see Penrith do that and get like we said, someone at that 450 or whatever.
Yeah,
save some
fucking
cap
oath.
space,
Yep.
and he would do a job.
Well, you
there
got-
next to Nathan.
Yeah, he's be a few years away, but young Nathan's brother, Jet Cleary, I think, Jet Cleary, he's coming through,
Yeah.
and watching him is like a smaller, skinny version of Nathan,
Of Naif.
just carbon copy style player.
Yeah.
He's got that dog in him too.
I can't believe that. They're going to pay him $1 million. Oh, he is an idiot if he doesn't take that.
100%.
Because he is not worth 500.
Well, what
in
keeps
my
you there?
opinion.
Yeah.
What keeps you there? Like, obviously, he grew up there, local, junior. Obviously, he might go, fucking, that's enough for me. I love where I live. But,
Yeah.
like I said, man, everything else, apart from liking where you are at the club, steers you to go, why don't you have a crack?
Do you reckon there's a little bit of like self-doubt in his head going, can I do it at a club that's not good?
Does he appear to be a cunt that has self-doubt?
No.
Does
he's
he
a
appear to be a cunt that cares if he goes to a club?
That's
and
what I
sucks?
mean. I
True.
reckon he'll just go, show me the money, cunt, let's go, and
Yeah.
just be just as like arrogant and confident
Yeah.
at that club.
Exactly right.
True. Is Capewell going to the Wars?
He is. I think
What's
that's a
going on?
definite.
Is he not a good bloke? Like, what's going on? Like, he seems like a real up fucking front good cunt. But why did Penrith flick him? Why are Broncos flicking him? Is
Well,
it
I don't think
because
Broncos
he's
are
not-
flicking him. I think he's flicking the Bronx.
But I mean, what's going on there? Like,
Yeah.
he seems like such
To
a
it, yeah.
solid player to just stick on the fringe.
I heard
you
the
wouldn't
glory
have to
holes
pay
are
him.
really good in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Get that into your Capewell.
But, I really rate him as a player. And I'm
Yeah.
just wondering,
Well-
surely he's just the stock standard price for a second rower. You can put him there, sign him on fucking 5 years and go,
Yeah.
awesome.
And he can play in the centres.
That's what I mean.
anyway.
But-
What's going on?
We didn't pick him for Queensland this year, did we? Either.
No, we didn't.
And he did nothing wrong. So,
There's something weird there. That why it was someone like Capewell, who in my opinion is a great back rower who can fill into the centres,
He-
getting moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heaps.
He won't.
maybe he's a
Sharks-
shit. Maybe he's a
Sharks-
shit bloke.
Sharks, Penrith,
Doesn't get picked for
Broncos,
Queensland.
Maybe there was too many holes cut out in the bathroom doors.
He's
Maybe
got him
trying
again.
to suck everyone off.
Look, Kurt,
I had to go up the
He was
Cut
getting
holes.
he was getting sucked off.
Yeah.
There's
was.
nothing gay about getting your dick sucked.
No, that's right. $20 is $20. Yeah. So
You used to get
maybe.
a lot for 20 down at the what's the name in town? Didn't
So
you?
maybe
Near the airport.
Maybe at the Sharks there was holes starting to get fucking plugged into the shell walls. Same happened at Penrith. Same happened at Bronx.
Yeah.
And
At
they're
the
like,
new
mate, we're
Red
sick
Hill
of plugging
facilities."
these holes up. There's one bloke's got to go. But in all seriousness, why is he? This is his fourth club
Yeah.
in however long.
Some players just hop around.
Maybe
They
it's
get too
like
complacent. They just want to change.
maybe it's like jobs.
But he's not even.
He's a
at
journeyman,
shit- He's not
yeah.
even at shit clubs. He's at these clubs that are kicking.
Nah,
ass.
but you know when you got a job and you get a bit bored and you just want to move around.
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
this probably could just be coincidental, but the day before it come out saying Kurt Capewell's leaving has been spotted with Warriors. Is Adam Webster the Warriors coach?
Yeah. Andrew.
Andrew Webster. And the day before that, it was Jordan Ricky re-signed for 4 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So
and
maybe
he
you're
has
just reading
probably,
into
I
it.
would say this was his breakout year and probably did better than Capewell did. So
Yeah.
Broncos have looked to the future and gone, let's lock him down, Capes, you're not really
Imagine
needed.
poor
'Cause
old
they've got,
Capes is like, fucking
Piakura and that
again.
coming through. I reckon they haven't given him the fucking boot, but they've looked around him
Yeah,
and he's
probably
gone,
have.
I don't have a future at this club. Waz will offer me fucking 800,000.
How old is Capes?
He'd be pushing 30.
Oh, for sure. I'll look it up.
Yeah, have a look.
Handy having this digital thing here.
He but yeah, in all seriousness, I really rate him as a player, and I reckon it'd be
He's
a good
solid.
one to have at the club.
He never plays a really bad game. He'll always do his job.
He had a bit of a period there where he wasn't that great defensively.
30.
30,
you go.
yeah, righto. So yeah, he had a period there where he wasn't the best defensively, but he's tightened that up and he's versatile. So
I think
Yeah.
if Warriors pick him up too after
Yeah,
their,
fucking good
their
get for the
season,
Waz.
then they've got two of us as Sheck back and Capel. They've lost Josh Curran, but I think Capel.
What are they going to do with fucking Nickel Klokstad?
I think he's been locked in for the fullback jersey. They've said you're keeping the jersey. Two of us
Yeah.
Sheck will either go wing or centre.
RTS would be centre, I reckon.
Yes.
I reckon centre
He'd be
because
a
he
gun
has
centre.
bulked up since he went to Union. He's gotten big and beefy, so he'd be good out in that edge.
Did he get? He didn't nothing, did he, in Union?
Nothing notable, no.
That'll be the exact same as what happens to Suoliti. I
No
reckon.
way. The Aussies are going to just go off.
Win the World Cup.
Yeah.
He will.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So did you see Herbie rocked up to Bronx training the other day?
What?
As of November 1, he's a Finn, but he went to pre-season with the Bronx, like
Just to get some fitness in.
just training with him.
Oh, you'd be off that. As
Fuck
Dolphins.
off, Herbie, you
Yeah.
dog.
You would be off that
I would
as a
tell him to
Dolphin.
fuck
I
off.
want it to be this Bronx and Dolphins thing. I want it to be like Manchester United and Manchester City, or fucking Brazil and Argentina, where we just hate them. So
Well,
get
it
the
had
fuck
shades
out.
of that when we had that real close game start of this year.
Yeah,
I was
well,
like, fuck yeah, we got to
Did the
battle
big
them.
albino
that's
rock
not
out?
how
And
to
it
do
doesn't,
it.
yeah. And it doesn't help that they're just poaching players. They're throwing $3 million for 3 years at Ezra as well. I'll be fucking gutted if they take Ezra.
And then they just fucking let him go and train. Yeah, good work, Bronx.
Infiltrating us.
Fuck's sake. Anyway, get out
That's-
of here, Herbs.
That is fucking.
Old Herbert.
Yeah, I saw. I thought
I've
it was
never
a G
even-
up.
yeah.
I clicked on it and went, and they said, yeah, as of November 1, he was officially a Dolphin.
So what? Kevy just goes, "You're right, mate. You can get some early preseason in with us."
Don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
What's going on at Red Hill?
I don't know. We're still fucking picking up the pieces.
Yeah, we are.
After that, fucking those cunts cheated to beat us. I saw one of my mates. He is like us, die-hard Bronx. Saw him at the Memorial Day, and I just went, "Oh, hey mate," hadn't seen him since the thing, and I went, "How you feeling?" He goes, "Oh man." He goes, "I'm still fucking wounded, eh?" He goes, "I turned my phone off for like 4 or 5 days. I was just like, I was literally heartbroken." And I was like, "Yeah, sorry to bring it up. I just, Anyway.
It was just like so depressing.
I was like, I was just
for a
numb.
couple of weeks, it was numb, like melancholic. You'd just sit there and it's like, oh,
Yeah, wake up shivering.
literally.
I had a great sleep.
I wonder if
did ya?
just ignore the cunt. I
Oh,
wonder
sorry,
if
Keep
His show.
whinging about losing.
I wonder if they made him watch it. Surely they would have done a review.
Like Adelaide did that preseason
Oh.
camp where they played the Richmond song.
They did a lot of shit that camp.
They come out, that's some
Eddie Betts come
came
out and just
exposed
hammered
them.
them, didn't they?
I have a feeling they wouldn't have watched it at least in the first week after.
I reckon they would have waited a bit, yeah.
There would have been some blokes that gone home and been like, oh fuck, I'll watch it back.
No, but some fuckwit coach would have went, "Righto, boys, this will be a learning curve."
I reckon Ezra would have watched some highlights.
Yeah, they would have opened Instagram. Ezra would have seen his 3 tries.
Yeah. Hey, bit of squeezing.
Bit of biffing
Squeeze
first.
of the
bit
week.
Of biffing.
Yeah, fucking
Bit
hell.
of biffing.
Go
I just
for
want
it.
to say we watched that last No Limit card.
Oh, that was last
couldn't have
Wednesday.
been any more wrong. Did we talk? We talked
Last
about
Wednesday.
it before the card though.
Yeah, yeah.
Before they
copy.
teed
I
off.
was just gonna say
a lot of
Hardman.
rogue predictions.
That was fucking prime. Watching the lead up to that with
Yeah.
a great performance and his post-fight interview, he just goes, "Yeah, last time handled a bit of Japanese steel, then sorted out the fridge freezer, the big geezer." And fucking mate, great game and can punch on. So he's a great get for No Limit just to promote fights
Yeah.
and have people watching him.
character.
Just our language, which is fucking
The fridge
great.
freezer, I'd never heard that.
That was great.
That's
eh?
fucking
Sorted
awesome.
out the big, the fridge freezer, the big geezer.
That's for
Geezer.
pommy cunts too, by the way.
And Yeah, it's fucking
Carl.
Nikita was very impressive. I was fucking obviously.
Oh.
I thought Biggs had like at the start too when he dropped him. I'm like, oh, here we go. He's gonna put on a clinic. And look, to Nikita's credit, mate, he's tough as fuck. And he wasn't hurt either. He popped down like it was a quick knockdown.
he
looked
sat him.
straight up. Yeah, sat him. Good shot. Sat up and then just fucking wore him down.
Yeah.
That body shot.
I
he hit
think
him was-
there was a couple of other stages in that first round where you were like, oh, he's got him because Biggs was still all over him. But once he got to the end of that first round, that's when I said to you, I was like, mate, if he fucking wins this, like, you can't say anything, eh?
Nah,
Like,
he's
he
he
got
showed a
knocked
lot
down.
of toughness.
was under the pump and just, fought back. And then he won by fucking knockout
Yeah,
as well. So.
no, it was impressive, man. So good on him.
What about that heavyweight knockout?
Oh,
Oh,
that was
Right.
sickening. Oh, mate, literally had an arm in the air, just stiff
like
on the ground.
stiffed. That was
Yeah.
unreal.
Like he was a superhero flying through the air upside down.
So there was 2 knockdowns, one each in the first round, and then 4 seconds into the second round is when
Boom.
this massive,
Two-
big left hook.
Yeah.
Two big
Oh.
fridge freezers just going
Mate,
at it.
it
No,
was
that's for pommies.
I thought
That's
that.
what I was telling you.
Yeah.
the big geezer.
The fridge freezer, the big geezer.
I thought it just meant because they're a big fat cunt.
Nah,
So the big fridge and freezer.
nah. But mate,
That does kind of make sense.
There's actually an
Yeah.
exciting no limit card coming up the middle of December featuring some unreal Aussie talent. Sam Goodman, Liam Wilson, Vegas Larfield, all featuring on that card. I think it's actually a free one on Fox. Like
What?
I don't think it's a pay-per-view one. I think it's like on
Nice.
Yeah. So well, look, I think so. But
Sure.
I'll
Just roast
definitely
him
be
if he's wrong.
I'll definitely be tuning into that one. Liam Wilson is actually one of my favourite fighters to watch.
Yeah.
Great bloke too. So he's one of those lads who is always looking to fucking
Scrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Should
and
be
I
a
hope-
world champion.
I hope he's not exactly, and I hope he's not fighting another fucker that's running a marathon. I hope he fights someone who's just keen to stand and trade because he'll
Yeah.
fucking punch on all night. So
Yeah.
looking forward to that anyway.
That's is it a midweeker?
I think it's like
sure.
December 15 or 16. I don't know.
December
for sure,
16 is a Saturday. I know that much.
though. Well, hopefully it
So-
is. Hopefully it is.
If it is.
Especially like you understand more so now during the footy season why they do Wednesdays. But when
Yeah.
there's no footy season,
Put it on a
fucking
fucking
chuck it
Saturday.
on, chuck it on a
Fucking
Saturday. boys.
oath. Cricks will
Bloody
be
oath.
on then too. What a
Yeah.
weekend.
Yep. Prime.
Quickly on the
Well, that's me anyway.
Biffin. Did you see Tim Zoo's manager come out? Little jab at Charlo. He just
No.
said they would, obviously we're looking to fight him next, but if you can fucking find him,
No
we
one
will.
can find him.
Yeah, he's just hiding. Bit like
Yeah.
Darcy. No.
So they're looking to obviously Tim jumped in the ring, had a bit of a chat, and obviously they're trying to line up Nikita fighting on the same card as Tim in Vegas when
Yeah.
the NRL's happening. So
Fuck, that'd be huge.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
that for the boys' weekend.
That's what Tim keeps saying. Keeps
Yeah.
saying the date. Like, you know what's up. You know what's up. Come on, come on. So that would be cool. I don't know if it'll happen, but anyway, we can cross our fingers for all the lucky people going to Vegas.
Fucking
to
oath.
watch the fucking footy.
Well, look, it makes a lot of sense to have as many Aussies in the crowd as you can in Vegas.
Oh,
Because if you
100%.
didn't have that footy thing, it'd be a total.
Definitely.
Yeah, you'd have about 6 cunts,
Yeah.
including his
I
management.
wonder how that's going to go, eh? Like for all those, because let's be honest, the footy boys are still the footy boys.
Yeah.
When they're over there, she's going to be on.
Oh, and
yeah.
I think it's meant to be the day of the footy. So you imagine a bunch of Aussies absolutely rissoled at the footy, steaming into the stinks, just
Oh. I wonder if it's, I don't know if you can. Can you drink beers in the stands and shit? Surely.
yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
you
oath.
can for UFC, so surely
Yeah,
you
yeah,
would for
yeah,
the
surely.
boxing.
But I'm all about it. There'll just be some lip.
Surely
getting thrown around.
The boys that are playing over there were sharp for him as well.
Well, that's kind of what I was alluding to. Like the footy boys, they're over there.
just head
fucking-
down to Caesars after.
You go down,
Fuck,
you play your
that's-
one game, and then surely you're just upper for a week. while
That's
you're
got to be
there.
that. There's got to be at least a scandal coming. Out of
Oh,
that. There's no way you can send rugby league
Oh.
players to Vegas and expect them to come out clean.
I'm nearly more looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I would-
Come Monday morning, what the fuck are we going to wake up to?
Oh man, I would dead
Should be a
set
market for it.
go to all of the boys, get their phones, and put them in a shredder before
Literally.
you go. And say, we'll buy new cunts.
Just burners. Yeah, no, it'll be good stuff.
Yeah. Righto, can I squeeze?
Squeeze, mate.
Squeeze.
Squeeze,
Righto.
your little heart out.
Hopefully, everyone. Like I said before, jumped on the Black Friday sales. The boys had up to 50% off on there. So hopefully they done well. I know they were there packing all over the weekend. So good on them. But guess what? It's still there.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Yeah.
You can still get your squeezes. Singles, doubles, big shots, merch. We got the hats. We got the 4-in-1s. Eskies as well, the squeeze keys. Don't know how I feel about that name, Sutto, but hey, you run your own race.
The squeezkies.
So I was just thinking, should we give it to West Coast for not trading the number 1 pick, or is that just a bit of a carry on there?
Oh, you can go it, mate. I don't
see a
really
bit
have
in that,
anyone
but-
else that's like standing out as a squeeze this week personally.
Maybe
Yeah.
even
Know what I mean?
Broncos for letting Herbie come and train.
Yeah.
Or Herbie for showing
Yeah,
up and
that's-
training.
Herbie.
Yeah.
Herbie for
Herbie.
going.
Herbie for not just committing.
I
to
saw
your
him. He
new
was
club.
training with, I think it was Justice Honey. He
I
was
did
doing
see
some
that as
boxing
well.
training
He's
with-
been
yeah.
everywhere.
So who the fuck else wants to train with him?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Herbie.
That's good. Herbie.
Get that into you.
See, I knew we'd get there.
We get there, yeah.
Fucking
Get in
oath.
there.
And a captain. Do we have a captain for CTC Country Trucker Caps?
Country Trucker Caps, mate. Head to the country companies for the captain of the week. Get one of the knucklers caps he's got and head to countrytruckercaps.com to make your own, whatever the fuck you want. The big fella will not say no. I can nearly guarantee it. Whatever you want to put on a dome cover.
Could the captain of the week be a hat trick winner?
Oh,
he
maybe,
could be.
Maybe Maxwell for just steaming.
He
again.
could be the first ever triple winner.
Well, who else have we got in contention, boys?
Well, I thought I saw something, not a sportsman, but Robbie Williams wore a Shane Warne fucking
That was a great
Australia jersey as a tribute at one of his concerts. I
Great
think
tribute.
That's pretty good.
Kits was in Melbourne, but anyway,
Obviously, Nikita as well, winning the Australian title.
I
Few
just thought,
doubts
you
on
know,
it, but-
Robbie, well done.
Yeah,
mate.
there was a few like good individual performances, but that courageous captain kind of move. Yeah. I'm happy to
Before
give it
we
to Robbie.
just move on there, while we're on CTC, legend of a bloke messaged me on, must have been fucking Saturday night or something, and he goes, "Oi, can you just hit up Knuckles? He has a hat on his website for free. Don't want him getting ripped off." I tried emailing him and sent him a message, but haven't heard back. What a good cunt.
Fucking oath.
Because there was like genuinely a hat there for $0. And
Oh no.
I said, I'd say he might have maybe done that on purpose.
Yeah.
But cheers, mate.
Even
Well,
if,
look,
yeah, imagine.
mate, all about
stand-up
everyone knows
bloke.
Knuckles is a wild cunt and that, but the amount of hats that he gives out
Yeah.
and donates to all kinds of charities and shit is fucking insane. He gives so much away.
Legend of a bloke.
Yeah. So can't speak highly enough of him. Obviously, he's funny as fuck
Yeah.
and wild and everything like that, but he has the biggest fucking heart, mate, and gives so much to everyone. So, yeah.
Legend.
Good on you.
It's great to have him a part of the team.
Yeah. So we going Maxi or we going Robbie
Bit of nostalgia in Robbie.
There is.
with the jersey on?
Yeah,
Yeah. I like it.
it's pretty cool.
I mean,
He didn't have to do that.
Like Maxi pumped him, but it was against fucking.
it's against the Reggies.
Yeah.
The Rezzies. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, like in Coldplay performed in Perth, and Chris Martin did a tribute to Shane. But he
Yeah,
wasn't
that
wearing a
was
jersey.
That was his best mate too,
Yeah.
Chris Martin.
So-
So, yeah, go on. We'll give it.
We'll give it to
eh?
Robbie.
We'll
We'll
give it
change
to
it up
Robbie.
a bit. Maxi, because what if Maxi just gets hundreds every fucking week for the rest
Yeah.
of his
well, he's
life?
only got fucking one head. He doesn't need 3 hats.
Yeah. That's a good point.
That is true. And but he did. He's equaled the record for the most T20 international hundreds now.
Fuck, that's pretty
Who's
impressive.
he equaled with?
Rohit Sharma, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, wow.
Four
So they
each.
both
they've
could
got.
just be battling.
Yep. Well done. Like I said, some absolute pies getting bowled in the last over. So go give it a Robbie, eh?
Good on you, Rob.
Righto. My favourite part, boys, this weekend, we've got some stacked racing. Believe it or not, first weekend of summer, and we got stacked fucking group racing.
How good's
Group
that?
1 in the West.
Fucking oath.
Group 3 racing in Bris Vegas for the next month, man, if you don't mind. $250,000 and $300,000 races in December in the Sunshine State. Stop it. You got the Zipping Classic and the Sandown Guineas Day as well. The Zipping Classic is named after a horse who won the race 4 times, which is elite. Zipping, what a horse. I remember him. The mighty Jericho Cup is this Sunday. How bloody good it just doesn't stop.
Oh, have
I
we got
love
odds on
the
our
punt.
Have we got odds on our horse? the show
No,
horse?
we don't. It'll
Okay.
be tomorrow, I'd say. That they'll
Okay.
be out.
Grand
or
Shanghai,
Friday.
is that the name?
Yeah.
Surely
Grand
we just
Shanghai.
pump that up on behalf
yeah.
of the whole
It's pumped.
storyline.
Fucking
yeah.
oath.
The Jericho Cup. For those who didn't hear, a couple of weeks back, the Jericho Cup's a race that they started in 2018 because it was the 100th anniversary of the First World War. It was to honour the horses that went to battle during the First World War, and specifically the Whalers, which were a group, but they are a breed of horse associated with our light horsemen during our campaigns on the Middle East during the First World War. So I just think awesome idea to honour the horses. So our resident horseman, Barbs, has a little fella running around in the Jericho Cup called Grand Shanghai. Been an absolute road back for this bloke because he broke his leg last year before the race and couldn't compete. And what a story this would be if he come back and from a broken leg, a horse with a broken leg. Does everyone know what normally happens to those? Imagine if he come back from
Glue
that
factory.
and won the fucking thing, 4,800 metres this race, 3 mile. And look, someone told me he's the best 3 miler in the country. I can't say who told me that.
Wow.
It wasn't Barbs. That's a direct quote, but I can't say who said it. But I swear to
Big
you, it
call.
was. I actually swear to you, it wasn't Barbs.
Oh,
Yeah, no shit.
so I might win. I'm just kidding.
So
Callum.
that's the Jericho Cup. There's no need to put tips out because we're all back in Grand Shanghai
I fucking oath.
on Sunday afternoon.
yeah.
But our blue bet all in multi. I'll just jump right to that, and I'm just going to jump right into it. Hasn't
jump
been
in.
kind. I've got a heap of horse tips coming, so I'm going to steer away from that for a bit. My blue bet all in this week is going to be on King Ryan Garcia to knock out Oscar Jurado. I think that's how you say his last name. You're getting $1.25 for Garcia just to win. Haven't got a market up yet on blue bet, but I think for a KO, TKO victory should be around the $1.70, $1.80, I hope. He'll bounce back after his loss to Tank Davis last time out, and I think that is a sure thing. Ryan Garcia to win by KO, TKO.
Beautiful, mate.
Nice.
All right, my leg. I'm heading to Big Doomben, race 4. I'm going horse number 3, Defiant Spirit. It's has never missed a place in all its runs. Paying $3.20 a place, a win, sorry, $1.50 a place. And yeah, I'm just going to place at $1.50. I think it's a pretty safe bet to get the job done.
Fucking oath.
Love it. Right, I'll wrap it up once again. I'm going race 8 Caulfield. We're going vow and declare to place. And we're getting a bit of value here, $2.40.
Beautiful.
So it's the winner of this race last year, and it's looking to carry its recent form, a couple of very nice seconds. And it didn't run terribly in the Melbourne Cup, but considering it wasn't a suit. But yeah, it's getting to the back end of its career, and we'll be giving all it's got in this race, jumping from barrier 6. Let's get the all in home again, eh?
Bloody oath.
I actually will be in Melbourne this weekend too. I won't be at the track,
In Melbourne?
but down in Melbourne for a few days. So I'll conjure my juju,
Righto.
get the vow and declare
Sounds
over
good.
the line.
And jump into Bluey specials. It'll be there, the Reggies, as always.
Yep.
Get into it.
The
Off
moment.
just off the back of that, with the vow and declare, I've tipped that in the Zipping Classic as well.
Nice.
So Zipping Classic, mentioned it before. Zipping won the race 4 times. Used to be called the Sandown Classic. Named it after him. I think it was 4 straight. He won it 4
Yep.
years in a row.
Fuck,
But
that's
if
good.
not, it was definitely 4 times. It's always around that month or so after the Melbourne Cup. And I just like backing something that ran in the Cup in this race.
Yep.
Because, I don't know, I just like the month in between the runs. So it's been about a month or so since the Melbourne Cup. Back to 2,400 after, obviously a gut-busting bloody 2 mile. Little freshen up, month in between. So, yeah, I think vow and declare at $6.50. Form was unreal before, ran top 10 Melbourne Cup, which is no slouch. But before that, it ran second behind Alligator Blood and shit like that. So, I really like that bet. I think
oath.
have a little saver on, if it runs there, it's nominated in Sydney as well,
Yep.
on Serpentine at $17, who will lead for sure. And also number 9, Shock 'em Over, is way over the odds. He's $17 as well.
Yeah, wow.
Hasn't ever run past 2,000. That's probably why. But 2 from 2 at Caulfield. So if you're
Not
getting
bad.
anywhere near $20 for those
Worth
two,
an each way.
it's worth a little fiver, little
Fucking
stewie.
yeah.
So yeah, I like it. Love the vow and declare to place. It's a great.
It's
bet.
good omen. We're both on it.
That
And
is a
that
great
wasn't,
bet.
we didn't even speak about that either. That was just straight off the
Nah.
rip.
Old boys. What do you reckon?
Sounds
Let's hear
good.
from Keats. Oh, Keats cannot wait for the fucking netball to start, eh? He keeps going, yeah, I'm going to be NQ. And everyone will think it's North Queensland, but it's Netball Queen.
Oh.
Beautiful.
He goes, make sure you keep on to me for when it starts because I'm going to fucking get right into me netball.
Fuck yeah, Keto.
Reginald's. Keto's collectors can feel some old wounds starting to reopen. And thank the Lord November punting has now finished. Bookmakers 4 weeks. Straight keto nil for the month. I was never raised to be a quitter, except smoking, guys. So let's turn it all around this week and kick off the month of December with a winner. This week I'm getting into the Christmas spirit and heading to the Christmas Cup over 2,400 metres at Rosehill. Number 3, Stockman. Not only because I've been known to unleash the stock whip late at night, but I feel this horse is peaking at the distance on Saturday. Will relish the 2,400 metres. The wetter, the better. And I'm hearing we will be racing on a heavy track. So at the juicy odds, $9 and $3. The place currently on Blue Bet. That's where my money is heading. Joe
Nice.
Pride's stable is on fire in recent times.
True that.
This year or recently, winning tens of millions of dollars worth of big races, so a little Christmas Cup on the trophy cabinet will be most welcomed. I stopped Cam Smith's PGA chances last week, but this little champion will turn it all around this weekend in the Australian Open. Come on, Smithy, come on. Until next week, stay safe and happy punting.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Speaker
Keats. Bit of vibe there.
That was vintage,
It's
Keats.
fucking, I forgot. Is it the 2nd of December this Saturday? That is
Yeah,
like
it is.
new month. Let's
Let's
hit him.
go.
Let's hit him into
print.
Chrissy.
Yeah.
Pedro.
Times, no
oi,
times.
surely they're gone.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause remember?
Coming off a printing week, the chimes got brought back and we shit the bed.
Yeah, surely they're fucked right off.
Please.
G'day, Reggies.
Oh.
Well, time for Pedro's picks. Well, first up, I just want to just a small mention to the Scotty Claridge Memorial Golf Day that we all were part of last Friday. A good mate of mine passed away a little while ago, a few years on, and yeah, we celebrating every year. Have a big game of golf. You know, it's a massive day. You know, 70 to 80 people. It's huge. And this year, Rocket, Grope, and Tommy got to be part of it. So it was good to see you there, lads. It was great day, special day.
Fucking nice.
And if there was ever a Reggie, well, Scotty, he was up there. Absolutely. All right. This week, I've got a 3-leg multi. I'm going to go to Arsenal, the EPL, on Saturday night. They're playing Wolverhampton at the Emirates. I think it's about midnight they play. It's they'll kill them. But I'm going to go conservative. I'm going to go Arsenal to win. I'm going to go Bukayo Saka to score a goal. He's overdue. And to bump them odds up, I'm going to come back to the A-League. Australia, that's right. I'm going to throw Brisbane Roar in just to win. They're playing Friday night against Western Sydney. And, yeah, just to bump them odds up. So 3-leg multi. Arsenal to win, Brisbane Roar to win, and Bukayo Saka to score for Arsenal. Thanks to Bluebet, that's paying about $7.50, $7.80. Good odds. Get on, lads. Attack. Cheers.
That
Good
was
stuff.
the loudest chimes we've had, I reckon.
Well,
That
look-
had to be on purpose.
Look, we
It was
can't be
sitting
negative about it. we got to think maybe
Nah.
that was just a coincidence last week.
Yeah.
see
Maybe
how
they've
this
just got
week goes.
nothing to do with it.
You can't
That's
just go one.
Nah.
We can't blame all of our losses on
Nah.
pieces of metal. That
Fuck
make
yeah,
noises.
we can.
Well, it's woo-woo sort of shit.
Yeah.
But I'm a big woo-woo, man. So.
Woo woo.
Um,
Min woo lee.
Now,
There we
Rocket,
go.
he hasn't got back to me. He must have a bit on today. But as soon as he lets me know the bet, we'll make sure we chuck it up with the
Yeah,
the other old
shit,
boys
yeah.
bets and stuff
Absolutely.
like that. So I'm sure he'll get back to me with it.
Yep, beautiful. Has anyone got a tip for the Winterbottom, Winterbottom Stakes? It's a Group 1 in WA.
No.
I haven't really either. I'm
If
tossing
I'm
up between.
completely honest, I don't even look at Ascot or Perth in general.
A few good horses
Races.
go over there, though. For
Yeah.
it. It's not like you're just looking at WA form.
I tend to stick with the East Coast.
I'm tossing up between Overpass and Triple Missile. I don't know
Oh,
who
yeah.
to back. Overpass will lead, definitely. Who knows? Might hang on. I'll decide on Saturday.
Right, yeah.
Well, there you go, guys.
Which race is that?
Fuck knows.
It'll be race 8 or 9.
Yeah, right. There's a little tip.
Winterbottom.
2 horses. Who the
Triple
fuck knows
Missile
what'll win?
or Overpass. One of them will win it, surely. Tommy, it's your punters club.
Look, I'm going vibe today, boys. I was
Vibey.
struggling to,
Oh,
yeah, just full vibing out. So, hey, get this up, yes. We're going to Big Doomben now. There's a bit of nostalgia at Big Doomben. That was our first sort of punting trip together where we fucking first met the cattle dog properly, got right into our fucking work. I'm still hungover
Hence
from
the
it.
name Big.
That's
Doomben.
right, Big Doomben. So heading there to race number 8 to Ladbrokes George Moore. Yeah, stakes. So heading to the Moore, your stakes. And horse number 6, the Big Goodbye. So the Big G at fucking the Moore at the Big Doomben. That's what we're going. Now, what
Wow.
we're doing is this horse is paying about, I think it's about $7 a win,
Oh,
$2.35 a place. Now, you'd think I'd go the place, wouldn't you? But if
no.
it's this fucking...
With $100.
If it's lining up this much, there's only one thing I'm doing. I'm hitting it on the snotter,
Oh.
and we're going 100 on the snot at about $7. Just
Yes.
fucking to just pull her home.
Fucking oath.
Fuck yeah.
That's the
In the
punters
George.
club this week,
That
boys.
is print.
That
Fucking
is
oath.
glorious.
It's got to happen.
In the George
you gotta.
Moyer.
Pretty much.
We've tried multis and
Oh.
couple horses, but when you go head to head, it
100,
shows it
yeah.
fucking works.
What have I said? Bookies love multis.
They
I
do.
keep saying it because, fuck, it's hard enough to get one. As soon as they see a multi, they just rub their hands together.
Yeah. So the big G.
Fuck yeah, big
the big G
Doomben,
at the
big
Moyer,
Moore,
the big
big
Doomben.
G.
The big goodbye at George Moyer Stakes Day at Doomben.
That's just, if
That's
that's not
fucking
us.
unreal.
If that's not us in a horse, I don't know what it is.
That is unreal.
Great
I've got a
stuff.
little spiel on that race, but it's basically just shitting on a few. So
That's fine.
Rothfire, the toppy, has opened at $3.80 favourite, carrying 61.
Holy
3.5 kilos more than any other one. The bottom weight's like 54 or something, and I'm just going, how the fuck are you the favourite
What's
carrying
the distance?
1,200? So it's not that big a
Is
deal.
it just that much better than the others?
Oh, no. Was 2 or
Yeah.
3 seasons ago. Yep. Remember when Keto backed that pizzazz the
Yeah.
other week?
Mm.
Absolute terrible ride from Martin Harley that day. Had it parked so wide. Sorry, Martin, but it fucking was. It was terrible.
Well, it was.
It still ran on well for how wide it was, so I reckon you could forgive the result there, and he's a real chance. But Tony Gollan has about 6 horses running in it, so I hate that because you
Yeah,
don't
it's
know what
weird.
instructions he's given to each jockey and who he wants to win, or you know what I mean. But speaking of Martin Harley, he rides Alpine Edge in this race, which is a good friend of mine in Keto's. He has connections with this horse, so good luck to Dwayne Freeman and the team. Alpine Edge, yeah, be nice to see it run well for him, you know?
Mm.
He can come
Right
second.
behind the big
Yeah,
G.
that's right.
Yeah.
Good luck to him. Barbary?
Barbary.
Bit of Barbary?
Barbary.
Do you reckon he's going to give it here?
Reggies!
Oh, yeah. Well, boys, it's fucking as hot as Christ in Brisbane at the moment.
That is not how a catalogue
About
barks.
87% humidity. So the only way to do this is with a cold beer in hand. Well, that's a few things to address before we get into this week's tips.
There we go.
Thomas, young master Dahl. Now, I know, obviously, Extremist got rolled by a very impressive Comrade Rosa and the Punters Club money went begging.
And
but
another horse.
she did manage to stick on for a very game third after doing a fair bit of the work outside the leader. They went like scalded cats up front. She was up there doing the grunt work, and as they turned for home and Robbie Dolan hadn't breathed on her, I thought, how far this? But it wasn't meant to be. But the one thing I can hang me hat on is, Tommy Dahl, you are not Tommy the Gladstone Horseman.
fucking
Katarina
joking,
finished
eh?
back and... Oh, fuck if I know. I think they're still fucking trying to find her. That's how far back she went. The SES crew's out in the middle of Doomben looking for her.
Listen to this.
And anyway,
Routing.
wouldn't matter if you had beat me home because you can't be a horseman by just tipping fucking racehorses, mate. You can't even put a bridle on. Anyway, the Jericho Cup's here, boys. Sunday Arbor, Warrnambool, race 7 on the card. Little fella Grand Shanghai. He's drawn barrier 7 under Dean Parker, young fella from New Zealand. Jumps jockeys, ranks quite light on at the minute in Victoria. So they do bring a lot of these young Kiwi kids over. The jumps racing scene in New Zealand's a lot better than ours. So in my opinion, they should scrap the whole fucking thing as a jumps jockeys race and just have the professional real riders on the flat ride 'em. But
Real
anyway,
riders.
that's all par for the course with this race. I can only imagine the extra grand will help him, and they'll fucking dead set hear me from Brisbane if he looks like winning at the top of the straight. He comes through his last lead-up run really, really well. He's in good hands down there with a very close friend of the stable in Andrew Slim Homan, and I can't wait to see what happens on Sunday. Get up, Grand Shanghai. On to this week, I'm going to Caulfield for my best bet. The best bet of the program comes up in race 5, the Eclipse Stakes over 1,800 metres. Number 3 here, boys, Ain't No Deal Done. He's ultra consistent this campaign for Melbourne Cup winning trainers Anthony and Sam Friedman. His last start winning the JRA Cup at the Valley was tradesman-like. He's won his last 3. Billy Egan's won on him all 3 times this prep. He sticks fat and he gets to his pet trip of 1,800 metres, where he's had 4 goes for 3 wins and a second, and $3.50 at the time of recording looks a cracking bet. My best value, I'm coming back north to Brisbane, race 3, the Country Stampede final. I'm going with number 3 here, boys, Dollop. He's winning the qualifier at Stanthorpe was awesome. He won by a minute, and with the conditions at Doomben on Saturday, he'll be right in this. He's 1 win from 2 goes on heavy going, 2 wins and 3 placings from 6 on soft. The track's a heavy 8 at the moment, and with the rain that's coming and the humidity in the air, like I said before, it's about 87% humidity here at the minute. Doomben will be wetter than a spastic's chin come Saturday. So from barrier 300, Damien Thornton with the 53 kilos on his back, I think he's way overs at 20 to 1 and $6 the drum at the time of recording. So there you have it, boys. Barb's is best. Caulfield, race 5, number 3, Ain't No Deal Done. And my best, $3.50. And my best value, Brisbane, race 3, number 3, Dollop. $20 and $6 the place at the time of recording. Keep it stiff, lads, and happy punting.
Is everyone awake?
Yeah.
Well, look, Babs.
Yeah, Tom has just been
Hang
waiting
on.
for 5 minutes to come
Babs,
back.
if you're not first, you're last, cunt.
Fucking oath.
Especially
The
with
wise
that.
Ricky Bobby once said.
Now, I do not know how to put a bridle on a horse, and you'll never fucking see me do it either because I don't want to. But yeah, look, mate, I am not a Gladstone horseman. You are right, and yeah, I'll cop that on the chin.
You both lost, is all I have to
Yeah,
say.
we did.
You
He
both
lost better than me because if
Yeah.
you had him for a place, you
might
won
have
your,
got some
you won
money,
your
yeah,
bet, right?
true.
But he didn't.
That was a carry on for beating you coming third.
Love the
Yeah.
love the wet call though. I'm all about that.
Oh, I didn't say that or hear it.
Neither.
So,
I don't know.
But
what you're
yeah, how's
talking
the
about.
cattle dog at the start though?
Yeah.
that is not a cattle dog
That's
either.
a fucking Rottweiler, man.
Yeah, you're not a Roddy.
Yeah. You sit
You're
back
not a
there,
big
do
dog.
your little yelp and nip at heels.
My heels.
Do you reckon, do you reckon he's coming back this week though?
I hope so.
He's had a
It's-
form slump.
It is proper, isn't it?
I wish he started last
Like
week. in the punters
it's
club.
not like I've been just drilling. Well, I had 3 in a row for a bit there.
Yeah.
Obviously, my last one was just absolute dog shit.
Mm.
But I'm not a horseman.
Not like he said.
Well,
Yeah.
He is the
You are
horseman.
not.
So we'll see.
Anyway.
We'll see. I'm
Nah.
backing him in still.
Yeah,
I'll always
same.
I
back-
will never not back anyone in on this show.
Yeah.
especially
I
a
always make sure I always make sure I put all of our bets into some sort of multi for like $5 just
We'll
in
win
case.
it maybe once every 10 years.
Yeah, 5. It's like odds of fucking 3,000 sometimes.
My thoughts are, imagine one of like the bets get up, all the boys are on it, and spirits are high. We've printed, and I'm the one bloke that didn't get on it because I was like, oh, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just get a fucking round it. Just
Oh,
moya
look,
moya.
let's be honest. I definitely have missed a few.
Yeah.
Like Rockets fucking cricket multi in the semi-final. Did not get on that, unfortunately. But no, that was a good episode. Thanks,
episode.
thanks for that. Big pump up on Grand Shanghai. Come on, Grand Shanghai. In the, that's going to be a perfect little Sunday Arv.
Oh,
Little Sunday session.
I'll be riding that home.
Yeah.
That's like a 2-beer race.
Yeah.
Get
4,800.
an analog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think what he was saying there that they got to get jumps jockeys to ride them, even though it's over the flat.
Yeah, okay.
Just because of the way Warrnambool is, it's so like up and down. I think coming down the hill, she's fucking down.
True.
You know?
Right.
So yeah, I can't wait. Oi, if you've got a spare 5 minutes, get on YouTube and look up Rick McIntosh's greatest calls. He's the race caller at Warrnambool, and he fucking loves the bull.
Does
he? Oh man, you just get on there and watch some of the grand annuals. They have a Warrnambool Carnival in May every year. It's 3 days, and it's like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and they're all jumps races. And 5,500 meters is the grand annual, and it's a steeplechase thing.
Wow.
And he literally calls it from start to finish with the same fucking passion from start to finish. It's minutes and minutes long.
That would
It's a bloke
take some
who loves his
fucking
job.
fitness,
Mate, he runs out of voice every year in the grand annual because he's been calling races all day and all week as well.
Oh.
And one year they're running down the back straight, Tozer Road, I think it's called, and he just calls a horse, and then there's like a 2 or 3 second pause, and he goes, "How bloody good is the bull? Seriously?" And then goes back into calling it. Fuck, it's so good, man.
That's sick.
I love him. So I can't wait to hear Rick. Surely he's calling the Jericho
Yeah, I was going to
Cup.
say,
Boy,
surely
but
he is.
those characters make those sort of things, eh?
Yeah.
Like just him being like
Well-
that and so pumped would just pump other people up.
Yeah.
It's just
Go,
so
"How-"
fitting for the race. Imagine we tuned in, it was just some placid bloke. We want Rick.
Yeah, it'll be Rick. He's done it fucking last year and the year before. So.
Good on you, Rick.
And he loves the bull.
Might just watch him meet
Loves
at the
the
Bull one day just for Rick.
Mate, we got to go to the Warrnambool Carnival one year. Fucking in May, unreal.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Good stuff, Reggie.
Well,
Moya the Moya. Copper Reg. Thanks for
Fucking
your
oath.
support. Get on the fight night tickets. 11 o'clock Friday. Fucking upper.
All right.
Get into it.